happy, 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 happy drive to DC day.
I'm tired.
I've been up since 4.
I have not had good sleep last night, but I learned how to snap.
Okay, so this is the first thing that we pack when we go on a road trip. Lydia's gonna hold the bag. Okay, would you like to introduce everybody?
Hello.
Come on.
Yeah, we're ready.
By the way, this bag has a double purpose. We're going to visit some CC's campuses while we're traveling, and I'm not letting the kids take backpacks because I don't want the extra bag, but Anna will need her essentials binder and snacks, and so this is going to be our backpack, but it's also going to be the most important bag of the trip. When we get to the hotel, what's the first thing we unpack?
Stuffed animals.
Okay, ready?
And blankets.
This is
My favorite, Caddy.
Caddy. Okay.
Caddy and your
And then
cat.
this is Jingle.
Jingle. Jingle and Caddy are best friends.
And then this is,
Sock Monkey.
unless you're Malachi and you call him Monkey Sock. Then, so we put those in first. Then comes Malachi's blanket. Because if he sees it before we make it in the van, he'll pull it out and it will go somewhere else. And then we'll have to search for it before we can leave. So now it's packed and hidden. This is Lydia's
He calls
blanket.
it night-night, and I call mine
And
purple
this is Anna's blanket.
And what you call your blanket?
And
again?
there you have our first packed bag. Okay.
Ding.
It's amazing what happens when you clean a room. You get to discover new toys. How fun is that?
Our old toys. We forgot.
I know.
We forgot. What's it again? Oh yeah. A bell. Ding dong, ding dong. Time for.
So today I've already finished a conference call this morning with one of my clients that I'm now Chief Technical Officer for, which is pretty awesome. I'm CTO on a board, and we have bi-weekly calls working through their business goals, and I keep a bird's eye view of everything that's going on in the company, and keep them on tap. So anyways, pretty amazing. I've worked myself up on a board of a company. A large company in Washington, D.C., which is pretty impressive. So anyway, I had my conference call with them. Very thankful. God bless them. Very, very cool stuff. Love those guys. They're a pretty amazing group. And now I'm packing everything. We're getting packed for a month. So we had to debate like how to do it. Do we want to pack a week's worth of clothes that we wash over and over? Do we plan to do a big wash whenever we come into town for the closing on the land? If we close on the land, what do we do? And yesterday, I didn't say this, but while I was at prayer meeting, I got a call from the soil scientist. It wasn't good information. He was saying that our land doesn't look like it can do well with a septic. Like they can get a primary septic, but not a secondary, which is called not a backup, but a repair septic. And so the county will likely not pass the soil test for us. So we won't likely be able to build there because the soil isn't exactly right. And he said we're gonna have to do a backhoe, we're gonna have to do multiple holes, and a lot more is gonna have to be done there and excavate it. And so long story short, it's a lot more work than we thought, and I don't know that I can pull it off. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be able to do, and we're gonna have to go back to the landowner and make some concessions or something, and we may be buying just a glorified piece of farmland. I don't know. We really want to build there. We really believe it's a place to be, but anyway, I'm trying to work through that today. That's why I tried to get him to come out for over a month, but he held off, and so now I'm leaving town, and I just can't do anything about it at this moment. I've got to put that on hold, even though it's coming quickly, and I've got to pack up. I've got to get out the door. We've got to get to D.C. today, and then Saturday I'm doing a funeral, like I think I mentioned, for one of my client's parents, which is another client in DC, which is amazing that they would even think of me to do something for them like that, since I've only worked with them in business, but here we've crossed over. They've known that I'm there for them in ministry. It's pretty amazing. So I gotta go. It doesn't matter what I want. It doesn't matter about my personal stuff. I've got to go. So we're figuring out, and I think what we're gonna do is pack for a week, and then just keep always washing stuff, you know, and rotate it. For all you folks into packing stuff, check this out. This is an Amazon Basics. See, Amazon Basics. So you can buy it on Amazon, but it's a packing. You can pack clothes or whatever. And in this, I packed all of my like underwear and socks and that kind of stuff, and it's in one thing. I can just grab it out and throw it in a drawer very easily.
It's 11:52. We made it out before 12. And guess who was the holdup this time?
Not me.
Not Dustin, it was me. I just didn't stress. We're good.
Great.
We went slow. I'm not hyper. Like the last few weeks, maybe almost a month now, I've been telling Dustin it's really strange. I said, but Dustin, I'm not overwhelmed. Is this weird? I'm not overwhelmed. And so we're getting ready to do school. The kids are a little upset, but Dustin let them watch a movie already. And it's a Thursday, and we don't watch TV on Thursdays anyways, so I don't know what the big deal is. We're getting ready to go get either Cookout or Chick-fil-A, 2 meals that you can't get up north. Chick-fil-A you can, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it's just
Cookout you can't get, but
the Gaithersburg Chick-fil-A is not so bad. It's better than Statesville's right now.
it's Germantown and it's terribly packed. Hey, what's the capital of Virginia? Who can say it first?
On your cell phone.
I got your rant on video, bub.
He's on his cell phone and blocked me and then got over 2 lanes. He's insane.
Okay. Capital of Virginia. If you need to start at the top of the
Capital of
song,
Virginia.
start
You
at the
can do
top.
You know this one.
Augusta, Maine, Concord,
Wait, you didn't even stop. I'm at Montpelier, Vermont.
Montpelier, Vermont, Albany, New York, Trenton, New Jersey, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dover, Delaware, Annapolis.
Richmond, Virginia.
Ah,
Richmond.
good job.
Let me in. Let me out. Let me out of this guy.
We're passing a pumpkin field. Oh, I don't think can you see it?
So we just pulled off here in Troutville, Virginia. Probably not a very mapped place. And there's one of the map cars. So somebody's out here videoing 4 directions with the spinny camera mapping. They're getting me videoing them right now. Ha 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 ha. Nope, not gonna pick my nose. Just so fun. Get ready for a bathroom break. Malachi's taking a nap. And we've been doing school on wheels.
And snack time.
Snack time too.
Yeah.
Poor little Malachi, he's sleepy. How you girls doing with school? Is it good? Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
So we're in another state, and I'm gonna tell you what's. Oh, he's passing you. Whoa, that surprised me. Okay. Yeah, he passed more than you. We're in another state. I'm gonna say the name of the state, and who can be the first sister to say the capital? 1, 2, 3. West Virginia.
You just said it.
What capital?
Oh.
What's the capital of West Virginia?
I think
New
that's.
Jersey.
Who said that?
No, that's another state, Sweet Pea.
Ada. Go through the song. Start at the top. Charleston, West Virginia. We're in West Virginia for a couple of more miles. It doesn't make sense to go from North Carolina to Virginia to West Virginia down to Maryland, but it's the quickest way, so.
66 is backed up with bad traffic out of DC. You don't want to do going into DC or out when they're backed up.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever come through this way. I've always come the opposite direction out, but it's never brought me back through to go home. It always takes me, took me up the other way.
Yeah. Girls, are you watching? Are you watching?
Harper's Ferry. It's coming up in a second.
Harper's Ferry, here we come.
It's historic. You can read about it in a second. You can learn about it.
Shenandoah River.
Look at this. Beautiful. Crossing through Harper's
Look
Ferry.
at that.
Beautiful. Look down that way.
You can't see
Love
down
the
that way.
mountains. Oh, look.
There we go.
Beautiful.
You know, it almost looks like
awesome.
shallow water, it's like a river.
Yeah, folks. Well, it's not shallow everywhere, but folks tube and canoe and everything down it. It's pretty fun. They go rafting.
Okay, goodbye,
Pretty
Harper's
awesome.
Ferry.
Virginia.
Now we're in Virginia.
Just made it to Virginia.
We're getting ready to cross the Shenandoah River one more time.
As we exit Harper's Ferry. I love it. It's coming up right here after this curve.
Gas is $2.65 a gallon. That's about what it is at home.
Yeah, same price. That's what we got it at the beginning.
Okay, they're getting ready to go kayaking.
Oh, well, they're going
Or
kayaking.
they're just finishing kayaking.
Probably finishing,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
getting ready to get dark in
This is
30
the
minutes.
bottom area. Here it comes.
Okay.
Okay, watch, guys. Watch, Malachi. Shh, watch. Ooh, big bridge. Zoom out.
And look at that. And look at those bushes.
Ooh, that's an island. Those are trees.
I'm gonna go on that island.
Do you?
I'm gonna go on that island.
Love it.
I wanna go on that house.
One day, maybe you can.
And now we're in Maryland.
We made it.
We just hit 3 states in a matter of 5 minutes.
Okay, so we were just in Virginia. What's the capital of Virginia again? Does anyone remember?
No.
Oh,
You've already said it.
Columbus.
no, it starts with a R.
Raleigh, North.
That's Raleigh, North Carolina. At least you're saying it all.
Annapolis. Annapolis,
Well,
Maryland.
got to Dover, Delaware.
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond.
Oh, so we're in Maryland. What's Maryland? I just told you.
Annapolis, Maryland.
There you go.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Washington Monument. The other one. It's you know,
That's
the
the
exits
sign.
right here for Boonesboro. But that's the first,
original
the
Washington
original first
Monument.
Washington Monument. Yeah, which we vlogged earlier. That's pretty cool. It has been 1 year and 1 day since Lori and I signed and sold our house in Maryland, and we were officially moved in North Carolina, and now we are back in the same county where we spent 12 of the 15 or so years we were here. So we're back in Montgomery County, Maryland. Gaithersburg, we know this area. Right across the road is the ice cream shop that we used to always get ice cream
Where
from.
their pediatricians were, so we would go get shots and we go get ice cream, and we're right next to that place.
Can we get ice cream?
I think
Can I hold this?
yeah, you can hold it.
Can they watch out? That's a bullet.
How do you guys feel about being back in Maryland?
I feel so good. I
Is it
just stepped
fun?
out. I'm like, this is home.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got a
Everybody
little
back home in
sad
North Carolina.
because
That's home too, but we really do. We miss this place. This is where we spent so many years as family, and these kids were born and all that good stuff. Malachi's pulling the good job.
Well,
So, a lot of history here. We love it. We'll show you some of our history while we're here. Oh my goodness. Later I plan to do a video where I'll show you guys all of our kind of story about tapestry and everything. How you doing, buddy? I better help him. Are you gonna do it?
I'm doing it.
Do you need a little help?
Can we both do it?
Oh yeah, we can both do it. Can we both do it? I got you.
Thank you.
Good job. Is that coming now?
Wait, can we go? Ooh, that way.
Let's go. All right. Here's how we get out. No, I'm just kidding. Show you the hotel. Look, you walk in, and there's this awesome kitchenette space over here. We're gonna come in here.
Try and get out of the way.
Sitting space. and where the girls will sleep.
Homeschool.
Homeschool desk, which is great. TV there, but this is huge. It's so nice. Wow. This is a nice little suite. Uncle Daniel hooked us up. Yeah. Very cool. You jumping on the bed? Oh, you're silly. You're silly. It's huge. Really nice. All right.
Put our shoes away.
We're here. 1 month in hotels. Are you guys going to be okay with this? We're going to see if they still jump on hotel beds by the time we're done.
No stitches this week.
Yeah, no stitches. You have to watch the Arizona videos to know about the stitches. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise.
No, okay, Malachi's job is to stay on the line. Good job. And where are we? Where are we?
Buca de Beppo's where one of the places I always wanted to go on my birthday. So, you know,
And we
I
used
can
to
go
always
movies.
go here on Black Friday because everyone
Yeah.
was shopping, and
Well,
we would always
we
get.
celebrated my birthday on Black Friday. Remember, we moved it because everybody always wanted to do stuff
Come
with
on.
the church, and
Give me your hand.
we gave folks at church the first opportunity. So we would wait till Black Friday when
Why
nobody
are you
wanted me,
licking me?
and then it would be mine.
Nasty.
At Buca, you serve the table that's in the kitchen. So we are in the kitchen at the table. We're at the Buca de Beppo. Yay! This is what we always did on my birthday. This is what I always wanted to do with my birthday. I always came here at this exact table. And actually, back in the day, the manager knew me real well because we had so many stories here. I used to minister to him and to the staff. We got so many stories of how we minister to folks and they call us and everything, and I'd, pray for them or whatever on the phone, even late nights, crazy stuff. But they would always know. They're like, "Oh, you're back. That sounds good to see you." Da. So we always got treated real well here. It's good to be back. They gave us free fried mozzarella, and then Lori ordered a big,
I shouldn't have. I should have said small. I don't know what I was thinking.
a large. Good lord, calamari. This is the kids' favorite calamari, though, right here at Buca. Come on, let's see what you got, kiddos. Jump in. Is it hot? Be careful. Look. Oh, they have the best marinara. The story on their marinara is they cook it all day long to keep it simmering. It's so good. So I've been telling the kiddos stories about Buca de Beppo, and I was telling them a story about one time when I overtipped a waitress by a massive amount. It was ridiculous because God told me to, because she needed it really bad, and she was just needing to pay her rent. So I'll tell you what I did. I gave her a $100 tip. But she started yelling through the restaurant. Lori and I were trying to escape quickly. Long story short, it starts this relationship with this lady, Nona, and we just ended up ministering to her for years. And because of that, I got to know Farhad, who is the manager at this specific store. So he just took care of us. We always got free desserts and everything. And then we did events here with Tapestry, the church. And I'll never forget, we had a leaders meeting in the back in the Pope room. I'll show you later the Pope room. It's weird. But we had a meeting back there in the Pope room. And the waitress that kept coming in and out, at the end of it, I invited her to church. She comes to church, accepts Jesus, and then ends up marrying our bass player. So there's so many cool things. I love this place. Lori got the apple gorgonzola salad. We love this. It's one of our favorites. Boom. Okay, we've just decided that once every year, for 1 week out of the year, every year, our family's coming back to DC and doing this while I have a work week with IT stuff, because we're just having the best time, remembering memories and good stuff, and this is great.
Okay.
All right, so Lori's looking up something we talked about doing years ago with Guinness Book of World Records.
In 2012, May 15, 2012, Randy Williams has 800 Littlest Pet Shop pets in her collection. So if you want to challenge it, you can press challenge and say that you have more.
We're gonna do it. We're going for 1,000.
What?
We're going for 1,000 Littlest Pets.
I don't think
What do you
I
think?
have that many.
We're gonna go for it.
Well,
We're gonna get our viewers to help.
No, Lord have mercy.
Yes. Look for our P.O. box. Look for our P.O. box
No.
in the
No.
information.
No.
Yes.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I could. Hug you.
So cool to watch this place work in the backside of everything. These guys are just like crazy busting it. Boom! Chicken parmigiana. Kids plate spaghetti. By the way, the kids plate spaghetti is ginormous. The meatball. I know. Meatball's so
Not
big.
as ginormous as that.
World's biggest. That is ginormous. But the chicken parmigiana is so good here. Just the tomato base is so good. They're great. You have fun, buddy? Is it good? Okay, this is the Pope room. And that right there is the Pope's head. And you can turn it with the Lazy Susan. Isn't that funny? So honestly, I was sitting right there in the Pope chair. And that's when we invited that young lady who was a waitress to come to church, and she accepted Jesus and then married our band member. So anyway, isn't that cool? This is so funny. But there's the Pope room. We did meetings in here a lot. And actually, Johnny Chris, who is my mentor, he's mayor down in Georgia now, in one of the small towns there. He used to be the pastor over the Atlanta Vineyard. We had him sit here one night and just had a blast with him. I turned the Pope's head facing him and he just freaked out. But anyways, love this place. This is so much history here. Tapestry had so many meetings in here with our leaders and just so many good times. And it's just neat that we were able to affect people for Jesus in this place. I miss it. We're showing the kiddos the Pope room.
Wow.
Don't touch. Do not touch. Isn't that funny?
Hey, look, here's a picture of them. 3 pictures. 4 you mean. Right here.
No. It is 9:41. It is time for bed. But I brought this.
Want to be like my haircut?
We got this at the
Cubes. Yeah. What's it called? Story cubes.
we got this at the
At
the North Carolina Homeschool Fair, and we got this from, I think we got it from the Rainbow Resource booth, and so I'll show you guys what it is. But it's really small, and it was $6.25, and it fits in our bag. And let me show you what you do. So it has a really nice cardboard box, and it has a magnetic strip right here that goes here. It has 9 guys,
Excuse me.
and they all have different designs and pictures, and so there's also different ways to play with the cubes. Tonight, what we've decided is I will hand Anna back 4. Hold your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she's gonna roll it. And then what did you get?
A bug, what's that? A thingamajigger.
This is.
A thingamajigger.
It starts with an A. Bob, what is this? It's the math thing.
Oh, hold on.
What is this?
Hibiscus?
No.
No, it's not.
It's how Mima and Papa and Yaya and Papa used to do math.
You mean-
Just kidding.
You mean like the thing that has like pink and like it has different colors
And you slide it over. Yeah. So it's a math. It's a math count.
Thingamajigger.
It's like it helps you count numbers.
And this is a question mark.
So
And that's a flower.
the question. Okay, I'm not going to give you any hints. Ready? Go.
It's a Bacchus.
A Bacchus.
A Bacchus. Okay. So once upon a time there was this beetle named
A Bacchus.
George.
No, I'm just kidding.
George. And he lived on a flower. And one day he thought, what is an abacus? And so he went and found one, and he took it back home, but it wouldn't fit in his house because it was so big. The end.
Oh, I like it.
Bye, Jim. Forget, Kiki family second, Jesus first.